We are recording.
All right, lovely.
Okay, we're getting ready to install the E-Box springs and dampeners on the 2009 Challenger SRT.
Okay. All right, this is a very simple removal and installation, but there's a couple things that you need to remember. First of all, you want to do your shock bolt and your sway bar attachment before you pop your upper A-frame loose. And on this sway bar mount, it's a hex head 10 millimeter. The nut is 21, and the best thing to do is to hold the nut and then drive the nut backwards, essentially, to unscrew it because of the way that it's designed. Otherwise, you'll have to fight it. It will spin if you don't, so just use that to your advantage. That's loose. Still got a little stress on it. Let's go ahead and get this other nut. It'll all come loose once you get it. Bottom one's 18, and it's got a nut welded to the back of the shock. We got the bottom shock bolt out, we got the sway bar attachment out. Next thing to do is to remove the upper AR.
Show this tool.
Do not use a ball joint fork on this. It will tear up the boot. And on the Challenger, in order to replace the boot and ball joint on the upper side, you have to replace the whole upper AR. So it's better to get yourself one of these, which is a smaller size of a pick and puller, AutoZone, AutoTrack, one of those places has them. This slides right on, this goes inside the X part, and you're done. So what you want to do is move the nut. This is a 19. The other thing to remember on this nut is aluminum. Do not hit it with a hammer. Do not do anything to it. You will screw it up. We've got our nut off. Put our puller on. There's a hex head inside this, so you're not going to mess up anything. Line it up. Now at this point in the process, best way we found is take a bungee cord, hook it in the top, through the A-arm, and of course, this is the one time where it's going to be hard to get along with. That'll keep this. You want to make sure, because you don't want to stress your brake lines by letting it hang down or flop out. Now, so we've got this. It's in place. All right.
Took one for the team.
Yeah. Okay, the next step is we're going to take off the top 3 bolts The shock tower, the only important thing to remember when you're changing out your springs, because of that sway bar mount, you just need to give yourself a point of reference on this hat. So all I do is mark the bolt that's to the outermost side, just put a line there, because when it's out of the car, the three are going to look alike, and it's going to be hard because the hat has to index properly back to its original location, and the sway bar mount has to be pointed inwards, and you'll see how that works when we get the spring and shock combination out. Hold this so it doesn't hit your fender.
Go ahead and I'll get that last one. When you want to grab it?
That's fine. It's not going anywhere. Okay, once we got the three pieces for the shock tower out, the top, you got your bungee cord on here kind of holding the whole assembly together. You want to push that back up in, push down on your rotor till you get the shock to the back, and the whole assembly will come out for change out. Ta-da! Alright, now, if you're looking at what I was talking about, you have this tab right here, and if you'll notice, my mark is right here. They're 180 out from each other. This points to the outside, this points to the inside. When this is put back together, you want to make sure those two are lined up, because that definitely drives how everything will go back together, and if they're not lined up properly, it will be ugly.